And that brings us to our Patriot Report tonight. Why? Because we've got another patriot out there, a business owner, the founder of a store called Kitson in Los Angeles. Fraser Ross joining me. Mr. Ross, you are a growing trend. You are business owners who've had enough. There's no stimulus package to help bail you out because politicians are playing politics in D.C. Governors are acting like dictators, keeping you closed down. And how do you feed your family? How do you help your employees feed their families? You stay open. And so, sir, I applaud you, but you did something a little wild. And I don't know if folks have seen it, but I'd like you to walk people through what you decided to do with your storefront in Los Angeles, and we'll roll the video as you're talking about it.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Sure.
I always do windows like this. Last 2 years ago, I did a window, who's getting coal in their stocking. And I did the editor of the Hollow Reporter, Janice Min, because she was using the magazine for personal agenda. So I did it. And 2 months later, she was let go. I mean, there was proof in the pudding. So I always do windows like this at Christmas. It's not like I do a Santa Claus reindeer window. But this year, a lot of people were saying you should do a window and call out these politicians for their hypocrisy. And, Newsom at the French Laundry, that was it. I mean, lying, saying he was outdoors, and then the picture came out the next day he was indoors with 22 people apparently, and most of them not from one household. So the window is definitely trending. But I want to state, I'm neither a Republican or Democrat. I'm a Canadian that can't vote. I'm just fed up of all this business antics that these people are putting on it. And I learned a lot from the first lockdown. The first lockdown that we all locked down in March, Garcetti said, shut your doors and everything. And then I saw Costco, Target, and Walmart and Home Depot capitalizing on the business. It was restriction of trade. We sell greeting cards, maybe at a little bit higher price point. Our customers, certainly the carriage trade, and we're close to Beverly Hills. So why couldn't I sell pool floats at $95 that are, the best on the market as Walmart was selling for $20. I went and took pictures from them all. I wrote a letter to Garcetti and I said, this is not going to happen anymore. We can put X's on our floor, sanitize, and that was the end. And I think I was the one to push the city to reopen because small businesses had it. So now they're threatening closure now. I don't know if they can do it now with the restriction of trade. We all sell masks. We all sell essential items. We sell hand sanitizer. We've got things that is necessity, candles. And now Garcetti is saying, don't walk around. So I've got to have stuff in the area. I know, nonsense.
Well, I'll tell you, Fraser, we're going to make you an honorary American patriot today, so you can still be Canadian, but in my book, you're a patriot because you are standing up to what they are doing to you and to millions of business owners. I don't know if you heard the latest stat, but it's 800 small businesses closing a day in this country because of these lockdowns. I think I read an article, 30,000 restaurants may shutter their doors for good in your state, all because of these lockdowns while your governor goes to the French Laundry. What's been the reception? I got to think in Los Angeles, you're probably taking a little bit of heat, but I would hope there's a lot of folks supporting you and that outnumbers the negative.
Yes, I mean, the negative is very little. Listen, everyone's business owners, Democrat or Republicans, understand this. Your business could be lost by tomorrow. You lock down, there's no help. Landlord, I got an email from the landlord, where's the rent? In December, like 2 days ago, where's the rent? I said, we might be on lockdown. I mean, I understand you've got bank obligations, but maybe the banks need to speak out. We don't see any bank CEO come on record talking about, we're going to help the landlords that have big mortgages with us or anything. There's no help anywhere. These people that were unemployed all of a sudden in the restaurants, the Valley Parker, were down the street from the famous Ivy. The Valley Parkers have now lost their job. The cooks, the waiters. It's insane. And they're all collecting paychecks. These governors collecting paycheck. Mayor Garcetti's collecting his paycheck.
That's right, they do. With our tax money. We're paying them. While their kids go to private school and their liquor bill at a restaurant is more than a lot of your employees probably make, and some here in a week, a month. I mean, it's insane. We had a cover up. I don't know if you saw it this morning. I wanted to throw it out there because it really tied into your window front. This was the New York Post cover. I know you can't see it at your office there, Fraser, but folks at home can. It's the New York Post from today. It says, do as they say. Not as they do. It's the Cuomo brothers, it's your boy Gavin, it's Nancy Pelosi, it's the mayor of Austin, Denver. It goes on and on. The hypocrisy is absolutely disgusting. Last question here. What are you doing moving forward? I know these orders are going into effect. He's saying that they might loosen up right before Christmas on the 20th. That's not going to help a retail store. Are you just going to say, screw this, I'm staying open? Because I saw your LA County Sheriff said, I'm not enforcing these rules. This is ridiculous.
Well, 100%. We're going to open 100%.
Good for you.
Until they close down Costco's non-essential items,
You got it.
Target's you rope those areas off and you can only go there for food and go home, then we'll close down. But everything is essential at Christmas. You need toys for the kids to play with. We got to keep people's morale up. We can have 5 people in our store much easier than Target, wandering around Target. People could be walking around with masks in Target. No one's monitoring anything. Here we can monitor everything. We're not closing down, and Garcetti knows that.
Good for you. I'm gonna. You know what? I don't want to drive to LA, but I just want to go there and shop. Can I shop online?
Yes, you can. Our online business.
I want to give you my money. I want to give you my business. I love what you're doing. Fraser Ross, owner of, and did I get it right? It is Kitson.
Yeah, Kitson, Los Angeles.
Look them up, folks. We got viewers from across this country. I think you're going to get flooded with some orders. So get to work. Thank you, Fraser.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for what you're doing. All right, we're going to be back in just a second with a California State Assemblyman.